New life for another old building complex in Albany. The Albany Mayor Kathy Sheehan, Senator Kristen Gillibrand, and the Albany Housing Authority unveiled their plans to redevelop the Lincoln Square Towers. One of the towers was demolished 2 decades ago. CBS 6's Quinn Alexander joins us live where the remaining 3 buildings stand. So good evening, Quinn. What's going on there?
Good evening. $3 million of federal funding has been invested towards demolishing the Lincoln Square homes. With no cost-effective way of repairing them, today marks the first step of starting anew for the South End community.
Here in Albany, nearly half of our housing stock was built before 1950, driving up the cost and too often leaving residents with inadequate conditions. Asbestos abatement is one of the legacies.
With funding acquired by Senator Gillibrand, Albany will begin asbestos abatement of the Lincoln Square homes. Mayor Kathy Sheehan says this is the next project to revitalize the neighborhood.
We want to ensure that those living here in the South End realize that they are part of and are really the reason and inspiration behind those investments.
Once the asbestos is removed, demolition can begin. AHA Executive Director Chiquita Darbo says there's nothing planned for the site once the building is torn down, but she does have ideas.
Home ownership is key. Affordable housing is key, and also some commercial space, so mixed use for the property.
Darbo expects the total cost of bringing down the apartment will be around $12 million. Albany City Treasurer Darius Shonfar says local organizations cannot pay for large expenses like these alone.
We need federal help, and we need a return of our tax dollars that we send out of here to Washington to come back for projects like this if we want to have affordable housing and if we want to have a community that we want to live in.
The funding for this project was submitted and approved under the Biden administration. Shonfar says with all the pullbacks of funding from the current administration, it remains to be seen if money will even be available for the next steps of the plan.
We have seen a lot of federal funds that have already been cut, we feel illegally in many places, to localities to fund projects like this.
Shonfar tells me that a large cause of Albany's housing crisis is due to the old homes. He says for homeowners in an old building, it's a lose-lose situation. You either pay for the expensive retrofitting or you see more on your monthly energy bill. That's why he says initiatives like these are important to easing the financial burdens of the community. Live in Albany, Quinn Alexander, CBS 6 News.